All right, we all know agent provocateurs, plants, those that are put in place during certain events and things like that to stir up chaos and guide things in a certain direction. That's how all grassroots movements are taken over, steered, and directed, right? So we know that for a fact. We see it time and time again. So to think that that's not the case with the internet in general would be naive. So how I'm viewing it is the internet, as it started, obviously you do have sick people in society, but those sick people and those that are at the top that are sick, that implement certain things like all these bot accounts and all this stuff. And what it does is the same way that the human psychology, like, you might have impulsive thoughts or intrusive thoughts, but you don't act on them because you know inherently they're wrong and whatever, until you see others doing it, and then you start justifying to yourself that, oh, I guess I'm not that messed up, it's normal, blah, 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 and then you feed it, and it continues, and then you see it happen on a mass scale. People are followers. A lot of them have the pack mentality, the tribal mentality, and so they're going to follow what those around them are doing. So they don't want to, even if they don't have those, if they, just see it, and then they don't want to be left out or feel like they're outcast from the group around them, so they interact with it too. And as a society, we have gotten cold, sick, all type of inverted. You could see it like when you see a video of somebody murdered somebody or somebody died or something happened, and all the people that are laughing. I think a lot of that is initially bots and or a few sick people, and then others see that and normalize it, and it continues spreading. It's like a contagion almost, as with a lot of the sick stuff. That's why they say when you stare into the void, make sure you don't become, stare into the monster, don't become the monster. Don't become the very thing you stand against. So if you're constantly exposing yourself to it by doom scrolling and all that, eventually you're gonna get numb, you're gonna get jaded, you're gonna change the way that you come at things. You need to be able to stay grounded, stay balanced in the real world, not let this consume you, and make sure you don't just watch fucking murder docs all day and all this darkness and all this, because eventually you will become that. And that's what I think we're seeing on a mass scale. Now combine that with the sickness of porn and all, they mute my shit, whatever, but combine it with the sickness of that and how that continues to spread and get worse and worse and worse as time goes on. And then you have this profoundly sick society that is all inverted, perverted, distorted, and you see exactly the things that we see going on today. So be aware of it within yourself. Watch what you consume, not just food-wise, but media-wise and info-wise and all that. And remember, where attention goes, energy flows. So if you're constantly filling yourself with that, that's what you're going to magnetize into your life, and what you're going to see, what's going to consume your mind. You're listening to it as you fall asleep and all that stuff. It's literally imprinting on your mind, and you are becoming the very thing that you stand against. Be aware of that, y'all. Much love. Heaven's Heathen out.